Hello, hello. Got myself a little snack in the form of a yogurt. Got the same, yeah, there'll be a lot of repeats as you can see. 2d6 favours, it's like a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a 7, and then less chances of rolling anything else, diminishing up to the extremes. So the most balanced and least upsetting of the roleplay are clustered around the middle there. I had a long piss. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Hit V is in 5th, yeah. Bigger JD, if you're here. Oh, why don't you join? Well, I mean, you can join and see if maybe you die over the course of the game while you're away. Yeah, there you go. Although you didn't join. Oh, you got a space. There you go. Cool. Well, no worries, buddy. If you have to go, you have to go, everyone. Obviously, look after yourselves, stay safe and all that. But let's see. Before we get into it, let me break down the new Monarch. Don't steal all my money for crabs. Oh, dear. Monarch Bellona the 5th. They are sympathetic and they are a librarian. We're going to start off with a farming ambition. Should that farming ambition fail, should our farms fail us, we will instead go for a trade ambition. We are going to favour an underdog, and we don't want to execute anyone or imprison anyone if we can help it. We're going to side with the university, scholars and wizards where possible, and our first choice will always be to hire a wizard or scholars to fix a problem where it's an option where we can afford it. Monarch Bellona, fantastic. We're going to do great things with them. Can we get Bellona the 6th? We can. We will. I have every faith. Let's go down the list. Who has rejoined us? Oh, no bug again. Great. Fantastic. Balanced parties. I love it. Joining us from the counts, we have Countess Morgrim II. Conte Shadowmoon, welcome. Countess Teenybert. Count Nekojita, welcome. Count Weldris III. Conte Chaz the 5th. And Count Ray of Hope. I don't know where you got the SR from. Yeah, same, but okay. We've got Grandy Whopper the 2nd. Grandy Troconero. Grandy Beth Wentworth the 2nd. Grandy Dean Owo. And Grandy Bonkel. Welcome on in. All our counts, all our Grandies. And finally, we got the Patricians. We got Lord Patrician Bigger JD the 4th. Got Lord Patrician Mero, Lord Patrician Komori, Lady Patrician Senki, and Lord Patrician Ephra the 5th. Welcome on in, all of our patricians as well. You're on mobile? Oh, that might have been an issue. Twitch doesn't like its mobile app for some reason. Alrighty, let's have a look then. We're going to start as always with the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I shall become the parent of the nation. I shall look after everyone and ensure that the golden age of the Bellonas touch even the smallest of the common folk. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners? Or just hoping for a favourable passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright. So we want to have a look at council introduction and then the coronation. Let's go meet you all. Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Alright, who have we got from the Council of the East, Chancellor? In order to finally make your acquaintance, Your Grace, I was dismayed to hear of your father's passing. I'm sure you were, Teeny Bert. Chomping at the bit just a moment ago when I brought peasants onto the small council, but welcome on in. Who have we got from the patricians of the East? Senki, hello, Lady Patrician Senki. A pleasure, Your August Majesty. Hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Thank you very much. And finally, from the Grandees of the South, we have Grandee Whopper II. May the ninth God bless your reign, Your Highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. Katori, there you are, back in the counts again. With that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your father fought so hard for? Yes, we love it. Right, still no bug? Excellent. Your Majesty, it's an honour to serve your father, but now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation. Let's get it over with. Shall we call the nobles in? I'm pro-farming. I think a banquet would be nice, right? We'd all like a good banquet, right? Vote for D. We'll get some more food in. Very divided council today. Advisor, welcome back. Where are you? There you are. The Grandees. You're looking very grumpy in this iteration. Alright, so it's 14 of you voting, 5 spare yet to vote. Could swing it either way. I'll do a countdown in chat. Boom, boom. There you go, Dean, you got in. But of course, I appreciate the counts. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to increase farming even higher. The nobles spare no expense, and your banquet table groans under the weight of it all. Whole roasted peacock, a boar's head stuffed with swan's tongues, an entire whale turning on a spit. It's a meal fit for a monarch, which is now, you suppose, what you are. I'm all for a feast, but not spending my own money. I feel so poor. Where are you, Trocker? You feel so poor. You spent 300 gold out of your near 27,000. I think you'll survive. Holy! Alright, listen. A moment, everyone. Dimitri of the Captain Chaz Dynasty. Look at them. They are looking intense. They are looking great. Notorious reformed cultist leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while a false monarch Bellona V wears the crown. A wooga? I don't know about a wooga, but definitely. Okay, we got sorcery if you want to make a deal with a wizard. Subterfuge if you want to try and replace my council. Or possession if you want to summon a demon to inhabit my head. Pretty, it's a much nicer, much more available deal. You're going for sorcery. Okay. Sorcery it is. The Counts plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps the monarch was considered a threat to their autonomy. The king loves magic, yeah, the monarch loves magic, that's true. But perhaps if a monarch was considered a threat to their autonomy, to advance their scheme the Counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Oh! Another dapper looking individual. Azul here, loving the blonde hair, dark skin, very nice, golden eyes. The colours are good. Azul of the Dean lineage, southern orator. Stands bathed in sunshine and ranting in a fury. It's a floppy hat, yes. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Okay, what's it going to be? Grandees of the South. Will it be Doppelganger, where you find a body double? Fervour, where you raise religious sentiments? Or Excommunication, where you kick me out of the church? What will it be, Grandees? Oh wow, we're divided. We got any outstanding grandee votes to break the tie? Oh, there we go. I mean, there's 6 of you. Alright, I'll do a final countdown in case somebody wants to tie it up. Hoping for Gamba. Gamba maybe. But Doppelganger today. I'm getting tired of the beer ending. It is one of the easier ones for people to do. The Grandees plan to swap the real monarch for a perfect doppelganger. First they must gain the trust of the Spymaster. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must keep their defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Beer, beer, beer. Okay, now... Maurice is looking really good. Like, it's got a soft framing of the face. Looks like a sort of lion. Maurice of the Komori Kitsune family, infamous coastal elder, scribbles with well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Does Maurice yet? Is it just all hair? The desk, the desk! Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Bellona. Something must be done. Alright, what have we got? Intimidation, uprising, monopoly. Intimidation, you're going to try and threaten me into abdicating. Uprising, you're relying on peasants. Monopoly, you're just going to buy up the whole kingdom. Have to go? Bye-bye. Beth went. Thank you for being with us. Hope you enjoyed your first trip with us into King of the Castle. I think you followed earlier. But yeah, we play the same time every Sunday. Otherwise, I stream other stuff throughout the week. Thank you very much for joining us. Take care out there. Monopoly is the way, apparently. The patricians plan to privatise the entire damn kingdom. First, they must build up their industry. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Alright, let's see. We've got Dimitri, our long-lost nibbling. Pursuing a sorcery scheme, the counts want to raise the kingdom's authority to at least 5 in 2 seasons. We're currently at 6. Nibbling is, yes, nibbling is gender neutral. Of the same of niece and nephew, I believe, right? So, a sibling's child. Yes, thank you very much. I think when I first played this game, I encountered this for the first time, and I had no idea what it was. But there we are. We learn. So yeah, Dimitri and the Counts want to keep authority up. They're currently passing at the minute. 2 seasons, I mean, it could drop a couple notches, but it's not likely. Azul, the long-lost nibbling of the south. Another niece-nephew relation. Doppelganger is what the Grandees has settled on. They need to keep their defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. You know, I'm not in the business of pissing everybody off. Or I try not to be. So I think the Grandees are fairly safe there. And finally, Maurice and my distant cousin and the patricians of the coast are going for monopoly. They want to raise their own trade to at least 5 in 4 seasons. It's currently at 10. So we're going to have to move heaven and earth to deny them that. Unlike our last game just now, we're on hard mode. Everyone's going to probably pass the first section of their scheme easily enough. What have we got? What have we got? I don't even need to say anything. Golden choice. Here we go. Only Grandees could fail with the first scheme for now. Yeah. I mean, Counts can as well. Let's start this. Oh, this is nice and easy. Without a word, Count Katori II hands you a blood-red envelope. It's sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. They tried to get my mother, oh no, my father, to attend this, but I guess I'll do it. Inside is a beautifully written invitation for an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later in the year. I suppose I shall attend this event, whatever it is. I will see you at the next vigil, Your Majesty. Yeah, exactly. You've been waiting for my father to die so you could hand another invitation. Yeah, there's no reason not to attend. Your Majesty, I have an idea. The best since lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition to Char. What a brilliant idea. Haha, 400 degree. The treasurer has also been waiting for me to take the throne so this could be floated across the desk again. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. Sounds like a fine idea. Her eyes light up from behind her spectacles. Wonderful news. I shall make preparations immediately. Expect a brief on your desk very soon. Alright, honour guard. Good news, Your Majesty. I've received a vision. I saw you bathed in holy light, blades and missiles crumbling to dust before they could reach you. You do not need to recruit an honour guard. The ninth god will shield you from all harm. Well, my grandmother was a saint. Maybe we should. Hookah Lord, hookah, hookah, hookah. There you are. Welcome to the Patricians. Is this really your first game with us? I swear you've played recently. But I guess not. Welcome on back, buddy. Hope you've been good. I've never seen the knight protect someone from a sword. Through the chest. You need tangible guards, Your Majesty. Wasn't around for a while? Oh, no worries. We're like 2 months deep into this particular dynasty now. So it's been a while. But yeah, welcome on in. Make yourself comfortable. I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. You see, I do not need an honour guard. Your Majesty, I must protest in the strongest possible terms. The nobles will consider this an insult to their warriors' prowess. And more importantly, without an honour guard, you're totally unprotected. Is your life worth so little to you? I'm willing to risk it. Fine. No doubt the common folk will see this as a sign of strength. But don't blame me when you wind up on the wrong end of an assassin's blade. Alas, the monarch who trusts in the ninth. You have nothing to fear, Your Majesty. Your enemy's arrows shall miss and their sword shall falter. That's it. Cool. Alright, first auction of the game, everyone. No, we're not taking any honour guard. We have the ninth god on our side. Okay, and because of that, let's see. Counts may want the monument to further bolster authority. And yeah, I mean, it's free reign other than that. So A for more authority. What do I want? Farming. Is there any aqueduct? The aqueduct would help me out. It would raise farming up in the coast. Everything else is a negative. Do we want to destabilize the Armada with F? Maybe. Here's a list of everyone and all their money so you can see it. And we're going to start the auction. Right. Now, type !fund. Followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it all with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and taken effect. Everything else will be refunded to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out on your opportunity. What have we got at a minute? F&B, Stadium and Thieves Guild. What about the monument? How did this happen? Okay. 10 seconds, everyone. Get in. What was that in the end? Stadium and Thieves Guild. Merrow! I don't know why you want a stadium. Shocked. The Thieves Guild is also a weird one. Why do we want that? I got bored of my wealth. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's go to the Crimson Vigil. The Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop an eastern hill. Your journey takes weeks and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in bogs. Guests at the Crimson Vigil compete on who can dress in the most ghoulish and frightening costume. What did you dress as? A demon with horns, cloven hooves and red skin. Let's get into it a little bit. The red dye makes your skin itch, and your hoof-like shoes are difficult to move around in, but you strike a startling figure. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Okay, cool. As you assess your appearance, Count KotC II sweeps in, dressed as a living corpse. Welcome, welcome. I see you dressed as one of the servants of the seventh god. How delightfully blasphemous. Oh, because I was religious when I didn't choose an honor guard. Okay, yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah. Please remember to stay in the upper levels. The dungeons are out of bounds. In the ballroom, you find the counts gathered, all dressed up as frightful monsters, wolfmen, pumpkinheads, witches. A waiter glides past, holding a tray of footlongs. A pianist plays a mournful tune. The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner, or are you willing to portray a hounded betrayer? Do you not have a more prestigious role you can offer me? What are the Monarch's traits? Sympathetic and librarian. So we prefer underdogs and try not to put people in jail. And we side with university scholars and wizards. The most prestigious role is the Monarch in Exile, but that is usually reserved only for counts who have been attending the vigil for many years. I want to play the Monarch in Exile. As you wish, your majesty. Word of warning. As the Monarch in Exile, you must wear a flaming crown atop your head. You will have to remove your horns. Your ceremonial role is to run around from the hounds of the betrayer who pursue you through the castle. The crown must not go out. The counts gather. After Count KotC Blueberry II delivers a short speech about remembering the old ways, a flaming crown is placed atop your head. Ouch! Hot. Run! The hounds of the betrayer chase after you. Howling and yipping. You remind yourself that these are just counts in silly costumes, but they're very absorbed in the role. Better get moving. Let's flee down to the lowest levels of the castle, or hiding a storage room. Ooh. We're going to do something. As you hunker down behind the crate, you realise that the stupid flaming crown is like a beacon. The hounds will see it from miles away, even if you're hiding. Keep it burning. When the hounds burst into the room, they spot you instantly, grab you and take you back to the circle of mourners downstairs, howling in triumph. It's most undignified. As you're dragged into the circle, your crown still smouldering, one by one the mourners drop to their knees in a posture of worship. Got me, fair and square. The ceremony concludes with a wooden sword being placed against your neck. and a bottle of red wine tipped over your head. Apparently everything went to plan, the Counts cheer and clap you on the back. After that, the music is more cheerful, the Counts dance and chat long into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage and begin the long journey back to the capital. Need to go, getting really late. Ah, no worries. Hey, Ray of Hope, thank you very much. Annette, 2023, thank you for the follow. Ray of Hope, please consider giving us a follow if you want to continue this next week. But it's been great having you here. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Hiding with the flaming crown. I know it was silly move. But yeah, thank you very much for being with us, Ray of Hope. Hope to see you again soon. We managed to get all the way there. And Annette, hello. Welcome. Feel free to join on in if you'd like to. If you know how to play King of the Castle, join she, her. Where's it put you? There you are. You're in with the grandees. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We do play with some mild roleplay rules. So feel free to partake in some roleplay if you like. Yeah, there you go. Your Majesty, I have those plans we discussed for the expedition to Chur. Love your character. Oh, well, yeah, because it's random when you don't have the game owned and attached to Twitch. Yeah, she's looking pretty good. Welcome on in. Let's see, we're going to Chur. Not quite, Your Highness. There's still important decisions to be made. Alright, show me. First, we need to decide who has the honour of building your ship. It's got to be the patricians, right? The patricians offer to construct a mighty galleon in your name. It will be pricey, but unmatched in quality. Okay, yeah. I've heard enough. I will buy the galleon from the patricians. Very good, Your Majesty. Next, we must decide on who will crew your ship. Tell me about the volunteers. Unfortunately, the best of them come at a price. Experienced trade ship captains and their crews would be ideal, but won't be free. There are also those in the Navy who are equally experienced, but enlisting them would reduce our naval strength for a time. You could also levy amateur peasant crews, or even use prisoners, but I don't know how much you could trust them to get where they need to go. Traits? Yeah, let me show you Annette quickly. We have some basic traits, so if you want to get in and roleplay, you can type !2d6 in chat, and based off the result, give yourself one of these traits to start roleplaying with. Yeah, and all it does, it changes up how you interact with the game, what you vote for. It's all just self-enforced. Obviously, I can't force you to play along. But if you're interested, it's here. So... No, we're not going to make the worst expedition possible. No. Annette, you've got an 11. A pretty extreme total there. What's that? Have a heart. You're quick to forgive others and encourage your fellows to do likewise. So you're very generous and merciful. There we go. Let's pop that away. Let's get a crew from the Navy. I will make the arrangements. Apparently the Counts. There is one more thing, Your Majesty. The ship will be large enough to house additional expedition members, or store extra cargo you wish to send across the sea. She hands you a list, indicating there's room for the boat to fit 2 options. Now then, I'm definitely sending scholars. I think scholars and horse stalls, maybe? That would be good. Don't remember that last one being there. Last time I stuck my head in. What last one? DL Dragon, welcome on. It's been a while, hasn't it? But hey up, how you doing? I'm ready to make my choices. Very good. What shall we take? Let's send scholars. Excellent. Let me write that down. You had a bunch of traits up when I typed that. Oh, these, yes. I essentially changed it all up. So I've word processed it a bit and made it a bit more presentable, gussied it up. But it's all the same as it used to be for the starting traits. Although it used to be just like a copy-paste of something from a Word document, essentially. Hooker Lord, you've rolled a 6. Let's see, that's Ashmead wasn't built in a day. You care for the well-being of the nation and wish to increase military, farming, trade and faith as much as you can. But yeah. There we go. So, yeah, I used to have it just in a very basic format, but I've since put it in a bit of effort to present it better. Excellent, let me write that down. And what will you choose for the final room on the ship? We shall load the hold with horses. Fantastic. Hopefully the smell won't unnerve the crew too much. Fantastic, I think that's everything. I shall get to work immediately, Your Majesty. She picks up her scribbled notes and diagrams and hurries out of the room, her spectacles bouncing slightly on her nose. The ship is completed in record time. Clearly the patricians are eager to impress. You see it off from the harbour by the end of the season. And it's still not the... No, it's still not the Advanced Nobles Roleplay PDF. I need time. Here's the deal. I've got a day job. And then I stream 5, maybe even 6 days a week as well on top of that. And I've got my family life, my social life. One day I will find like a spare afternoon or evening where I can sit down and hammer it out. And then there'll be a big announcement that your Christmas gift, what I was supposed to do for Christmas and New Year's 4 months ago, that will be done. But things are looking good. I've gotten my creative juices flowing again. I've been getting some exercise here and there. So I'm ready to concentrate and hammer on in onto it at some point. The ship is completed in record time. Clearly the patricians are eager to impress. You see it off from the harbour by the end of the season. The crew are eager and the ship looks sturdy. You can only hope they bring back something of worth for the investment, or come back at all. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women? Or do you not mind? I want a good woman. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. In the east, Count Weldrus III stands on the ramparts of his castle, watching a flock of bats pass before the moon. Suddenly, the bats swirl down and begin to merge, coalescing into a black-clad figure. Suitably dramatic, I trust. Now, why did you want to meet with me? If this isn't good, I'll give you a case of the boils so hideous it'll make your own mother disown you. It's taken me this long to get over burnout and poke my head into King of the Castle stream. Still don't want to play. Oh, that's fair. That's okay. I hope you're doing well, though, as a person in and of yourself. I wish you all the best, of course. And if ever you want to just chill out and relax, maybe come to some of the other streams. But whatever the case, thank you very much for coming back. I appreciate it. Pestia Bestia? Yes, Pestia Bestia. I thought we might have a common goal. The Monarch has been overstepping their bounds recently, haven't they? Well, the Monarch did order a quarantine recently. Killed off a highly unique strain that I would have enjoyed watching sweep the populace. Fine, I'll help. If you take care of the bees for me. I mean, Pesty is fine, but have you seen Bizk? Bizk is okay. The quest for fig rolls. Pesty appears on screen and I'm just like, I could probably do a good voice for her without hiccuping. Oh no. I hope you're feeling better now. Your favourite is still Afmoral, the Storm Mother? Yeah. Pestia's got style though. Like the rat skulls on the belt. Oh. Bees! Did you say bees? Yes! On this plane they're simple insects. But in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty, and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. But they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. Pestia sets up residence on Eastern Land, raising a tower in a matter of hours. For miles around, the crops wither and die as magical radiation ravages the landscape. The next stage of their scheme, the Counts must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Most of me is, but my throat and voice have been refusing to do so for another 2 weeks. Oh. Check the cold doesn't turn into something else. Yeah, it could be like inflamed or some sort of infection maybe. Hopefully it's nothing too dire. And you can... hopefully something you can just sort out with some hot tea and good rest. Pestia Bestia, but Afmoral, the Storm Mother. Yeah. Yes, that is the bonus for doing really well with sorcery. You lose 1 point of farming. Fantastic. Yeah, it's not looking good. 14 or less when it's 25. You got to lose 11 farming. Bearing in mind I'm trying to buff it up as well. No, it's got to be 14 or less. And it's currently 25. Pretty bad. I don't have any reason to tax anyone particularly heavily. Pointless parades, stargazing. Okay, let's start with the stargazing. Hopefully, anyway, there's still a lot of burnout making me grumpy, even being here. But talking is helping a bit. It's almost like issues can get easier if you work on them. Yeah, no worries. It's like exposure therapy and stuff like that. I hope you can chill, and I hope you enjoy the show, DL Dragon. And I hope you get better soon. Annette, it's you. Yes, it's you. This simply can't go on, Your Majesty. These arch-boffins think they know everything, but they know nothing of the Ninth God's wrath. Please, Your Majesty, we've found a perfect site for an observatory high in the southern hills. But it's on Grandi Annette's lands and she refuses to let us build there. Sure, such things are heresy. The stars are just as big and close as the Ninth God intended. Who put you up to this idea, I bet it's one of those counts, like Shadow Moon. I'm going to pay you money to construct the observatory because I love scholars. And it would be very nice if we can have an observatory. Golden choice on A, everyone. I love money. That's good. No one works for free, it's true. I don't mind, yeah. I mean, you know. May as well get the cash. Milawa, hello, welcome on in. Where are you? Let's see. There you are. Welcome back to the east. Fantastic stuff. Bada bing, bada boom. The grandees grumble and groan, but construction goes ahead. Over time, the observatory provides new jobs and brings many travelling scholars to the area, paying for itself many times over. Fantastic. More trade. Your Majesty, I worry that our newly built stadium in the coast is encouraging bad habits among the coastal soldiers. They're getting complacent. Too much time is devoted to pointless parades and chest thumping and flag waving. We need fighters who know how to use their pole arms, not just polish them. But isn't it good for morale? You know what's better for morale? Achieving victory over your enemy. Send me over there. I can toughen up these soldiers again. First step, shut down the damn parades. By the 9th, we like the parades. They're a perfect demonstration of our coastal military might. Right, that is insane. We're not doing that. So, Marshall can replace parades with a rigorous training program, or double the number of coastal parades. Let's release a Kraken? No, let's not. I'm going to go get a refill of my drink. I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty. Oh my god, we're doubling the coastal parades? That's big. Let's see, 14 votes. That seems about everyone. Deadman, welcome. Deadman, Deadman. Welcome back to the counts. Count Deadman the second. Alright, I'm going to do a countdown. If you've yet to vote, time to have your voice. Boom, boom. More parades? Capital idea. Marvellous. The extra parades in the coast put on a great show. Helmets are replaced by fancy hats. Well-polished boots sparkle in the sun. Instead of chainmail, ceremonial armour is worn dripping with gold filigree. It all looks very impressive. Of course, behind the scenes, the coastal soldiers are growing sloppy and lazy, but who cares? Look at all those gleaming boots. Underneath all that pomp, they are still the best and most efficient military in the realm. We've done all that. Eligible options, here we go. Right, what would I want in a wife? Someone that's good with the peasants, somebody that's quite knowledgeable, scholarly. Yeah, bookish is good. Friendly with peasants is good. All that good stuff. Yes, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Avina, eldest daughter of the Eastern Nilawa dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. A very pious young lady. She did have to suppress a peasant revolt on her land recently. I wonder why. Avina, I'm sorry, but no. No. From the coast we have Eulalia, wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Hooker Lord's estate. Spends most of her time in the solitude of her villa, so I know little about her. Okay, kind of neutral. And finally from the south, Cardosa, eldest daughter of the Dean lineage. Reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with competence, right? She has an intense look. Like many in the south, she claims to put her faith in an I've got above all worldly concerns. But she's got grand plans by all accounts. She wants to change the world. You know? Not bad at all. Dean, it's pretty good. I think that's where we're going. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Eulalia, no, Cardosa, the southern candidate. Remember in the Kaji clip where all 3 ladies were bold? It's true. Listen, the strongest lineup is the triple bold maneuver. Okay? Let's go for Cardosa of the South. Yeah, she wants to do something good. We'll roll with that. Excellent, I'll make the arrangement. Alrighty. That's that. Let's see. We're good as we are. Putting on a show? An exotic plant. Don't know what's putting on a show. Oh! Okay, it's this one. Your esteemed highness, I have the most wonderful solution to all that excess gold cluttering your treasury. We should put on a mock sea battle in the coastal arena. For too long, we've put up with gladiators fighting to death on dry land. Boring. How would that work? We waterproof the arena and fill it with seawater. Then we crew a few custom-built ships with our most expendable gladiators and have them duke it out before a screaming crowd. It's Mero who built the stadium earlier. Dear God. 2,000 gold. Can I afford it? I can. I'm not gonna like it, but I can afford it. They will do something because we want to have the patricians be happy. I'm not going to golden A. Don't like it that much. You're going to get something though. Whopper, it doesn't look like your vote went through for some reason. Alright. It's very close. Could go either way, but I think that's most of you. So I'm going to do a final countdown, 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. Boom, boom. Yeah, Whopper's in there. Oh, marvellous. I shall make the arrangements at once. A few weeks later, the mock sea battle is held in Phalassus. You watch from the royal box. Two ships battling each other, tossed on artificial waves. Gladiators swinging on ropes with cutlasses between their teeth. A naked spectator swim across the arena and getting eaten by a shark. This show has everything you'd hope for and more. A few of the competitors drown, of course, but that's what they are signed up for. The show attracts tourists from all across the kingdom and inspires a wave of patriotic peasants to join the coastal navy, a grand success. There's also a chance for a very rare event if it appears later on. Wait, what? Lord Patrician Hookalord strides into the council chamber, brandishing a clay pot from which grows a long leafy plant with floppy yellow flowers. Our expert farmers have discovered a new kind of plant, Your Esteemed Highness. I thought you'd like to name this exciting new discovery. Very good, yeah, I'll name it Royal Ivy. Magic weed. Majestic, I like it. This stuff grows wonderfully fast. It tastes horrible, but the farm animals don't mind. I suggest we grow it in the coast as a livestock feed. Or perhaps it would make a nice addition to palace decor. I'm going to pay you to cultivate it in the coast. More livestock is good. Vote B for golden choice, everyone. What are we looking at? 14 votes so far, is that everyone? So what do you do on the channel? Oh, with regards to it, I'm a variety streamer. So, for me, King of the Castle is what got me into streaming big, so this is always going to be here. And I do this every Sunday as that's when most people are free. But otherwise, the other stuff I'm mostly playing at the minute is Against the Storm. I play that every Monday. On Wednesday, I do art streams. Thursday, I play Monster Hunter Wilds, sometimes with other people from the community. And Friday, I play whatever I feel like, pretty much. It's a wildcard day. So at the minute, I've got Endless Space 2 I'm trying to work through, but I've got other stuff I'd like to play. Every now and again, I might do an extra stream on a Saturday, but I try and keep it free. That's mostly what I do at the minute. So there you go. You can see it all if you look at the channel. Down beneath us. You can find my schedule somewhere and it will convert it to whatever your local time is. So yeah, we're going to cultivate in the coast. Everyone's going to get their money. Coastal farmers plant fields of royal ivy to support their livestock. It spreads alarmingly fast and the pastures become known as the Royal Ivy Sea. Villagers claim you could walk for a day and not reach the end. Very nice. So the Pats are actually large and in charge right now. Coast is thriving. Yeah, look. Cannot beat the coast. That's everything. Your wedding to Cardosa is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with KotC at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do, Archbishop. I do. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, KotC, delivers a long, rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. By the time you find yourself alone with KotC, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. What a wonderful occasion it was. A shame traditionally demanded that we marry in St. Bertrand's Cathedral. I can assure you the temples down south are much grander. I hope you're not feeling homesick already. Of course not. I never get homesick. Actually, I can't abide people who waste time dwelling on the past. What are your thoughts on the state of the kingdom? Well, you know, the kingdom looks after itself. KotC immediately changes the topic to talk about something she is far more interested in. I'm just a humble follower of the Ninth God's teachings, and everywhere I look I'm surrounded by sinners and heathens. I can't wait to laugh at them when they're thereafter. Oh, that's so interesting, darling. It is, isn't it? Anyway, to continue the subject. You gently fall asleep to the sound of KotC droning on about herself. Ah, dear. In the south, beneath a scorching sun, Brandy Bonkel is strolling through their vineyard in the company of a few close friends. You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, and here it is. Behold! Your Majesty! What are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any... Ha ha ha! Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the Monarch. It's a peasant who's the Monarch's spitting image. Got above, and just in time. The spymaster trusts us so much he's not noticed we're fortifying the border. That means we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the Monarch and putting this fool in their place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos. Bad enough that the Monarch's abduction can slip past unnoticed. The next stage of their scheme, the Grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. It's currently at 7. Bit of work there. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The coast's economy has never been better. We're making more money than I know what to do with. Money breeds money. I've made a series of investments to improve our profits even more. But what do we do with the rest of this gold? Time to start buying things up, of course. Lands, roads, bridges, we'll buy the whole kingdom piece by piece. But first, the Monarch must be in desperate need of our gold. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Right, you need me to drop 1,204 gold for Maurice and the patricians. The counts need to drop a absolute shed load of farming, which I don't think... I don't know. It doesn't look good for the counts. And finally, the Grandees, who are probably the closest to victory, need to drop 3 points of stability. We might be okay. Everything's happening in the south. Everything. Let's start with the toughest one of the lot, maybe. Yeah. Behold, your Majesty. Brandy Whopper II pulls aside the tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Advisor. Advisor is going to the 6th. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression a frozen grimace. A sad sight, is it not? The sculptor is most talented. Nay, your majesty, this is no statue. It seems the stone maiden is abroad in the south. It's yeah, I think it is a new record. Well, who's that? She is a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Grandy Advisor V on his latest vineyard inspection. Please, your majesty, we must do something. Salutes in chat. Grandy Advisor V has died. Grandy Advisor VI has joined the council. We are big in numbers. Kill count climbs up one higher from 0 to 1. How great. The first 6th, yeah, there we are. Oh, okay, I want to hire a wizard. Yeah, I'll pay you money to hire a wizard. Vote A, everyone. Let's have a wizard take care of this. Wah, wah, wah. Are you jealous of someone else dying? Are you? Oh, we are looking good. This is big. Everyone yet to vote. Vote A for your 500 gold. Get your goodie bag. Before I move on. I'm going to do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. You send out word that you need a wizard, and fast. A few days later, one arrives and presents a hideous spectacle indeed. The wizard is a smoking ruin of twisted slag, mouth stretched open in a silent scream, carried into your throne room atop a palanquin. He is set down carefully by a team of sickly-looking apprentices. We lost a V member. We got a V plus now, though. I hear you are having trouble with a woman who turns people to stone. A matter I regrettably have some experience with. I can make that problem go away for the advertised fee and a small sacrifice. All I require is one of the Monarch's teeth. For what possible reason? Oh, hi, Gordius. Yeah, it's Gordius. That is wizard business. You survey the worried faces of your nobles. Allowing this wizard to pull out a royal tooth looks weak, but condemning your citizens looks cowardly. Fine, take the tooth. One of Gordius's apprentices steps forward and whips out a pair of pliers. It's over in a flash. Thank you, your majesty. This will make a fine addition to my collection. Ooh, passionate. At least Gordius sticks to his promises. Within a week, the Stone Maiden's eyes are dark. She is a statue once more, silent and unmoving, with village children dancing round her and pigeons making messes on her head. There we go, stability is up, baby. Live above your highness. One of the peasants from my estate has discovered something extraordinary. I was lost in the desert, herding my sheep, and I ran out of water. Then I swear I heard the voice of the ninth god in my ear. He said, "Drink and be sustained, for you are faithful." Then an oasis bubbled up from dry sand. Praise the ninth. Even better, the water has healing properties. A single sip fixed my sprained ankle. A true miracle in the south. This is marvellous news indeed. We must allow the kingdom's faithful access to these waters, nay, the whole world. Wait a moment. For free, your majesty? More farming, I see? Oh. More farming. Vote C if you want to support me in food for everyone. Oh. Oh God, yawn, yawn, yawn. Alright, what is that? 11, well, 10 votes? Oh, that's not a lot of you. Anyone yet to vote? I'll do a countdown and then we'll move on. As word spreads about the ninth god's blessing, pilgrims eagerly flock to the south for relaxation and healing. But the peasants complain that since the ninth god spoke to a lowly shepherd, the site should be free to all. Some enterprising villagers sneak in at night to bathe in the waters, leaving only muddy footprints in their wake. Brandy Trocanero rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. "My blood of the dead. You look like you haven't slept for days, dead man, hello." "That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair's falling out in chunks." "Perhaps you're ill or old?" "It was one of my peasants. I saw it in her eyes. She's a witch! A witch!" I'd like to send the scholars. I mean, you say easy A, but nah, scholars are the way. Oh no! Disaster! Alright, what have we got? We got 7 to 4. Countdown time again. Okay, let's find an explanation with science. Sure enough, the scholars from Quell University discover a contaminated well on Trocanero's estate. Not enough to kill, but enough to make his hair fall out and set his nerves on edge. The water is cleansed, the accused peasants return to their work, and the scholars have a new poison to investigate. A poisoned well? Huh. Right, looking at this. The council want A, the deer park, to lower their farming. And the Grandies would want D, the prison, to lower stability. The Pats, if they want to go for a full sweep, could get E, the fortress, and have 10 in all of their stats. However, there's also C, the aqueduct here. Oh man, I don't know. Here's everyone's money. I'm going to start the auction right now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded to you. There is a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out, everyone. 7,000 on E. The Pats are desperate. They want it so bad. We got a little bit of money on A, the Deer Park. Boom, 10 seconds. Don't miss out, everyone. What was that? Oh my god, we did it. So we got a fortress and we got a prison, and the Pats are here. They perfected it. The Pats perfection. Take a look, everyone. This doesn't happen every day. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan, sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I think the loan, because we can sell that. Yeah, we can navigate it so we get money back. We got an investment in Sure. Let's take a hefty loan from Salvant and Gaul. The Bank of Salvant and Gaul operates from the fabulously wealthy Republic of Kurth all the way across the Western Sea. They assure you, however, they maintain total independence from the Republic. The banker they send to take your signature has delicate hands and sharp teeth. He watches as you put pen to paper, eyes glittering. Why not mint? Why would I mint? Listen, we've already minted on this timeline. We know what it does. You're making an excellent decision, Your Majesty. You shall pay us back with 25% interest in 1 year. Saddling the kingdom in debt isn't great optics, but you had no other choice. Surely nothing can go wrong with mint. Yeah, okay. Your Majesty, it's come to my attention that across the kingdom there are all manner of roads, bridges, walls, canals. And what do they all have in common? Infrastructure. They're all infrastructure. Astutely observed, Your Supreme Majesty, and yet they make you no money. I'm willing to take them off your hands, saving you the cost of upkeep and paying you handsomely in return. Ask your treasurer, it makes perfect financial sense. What do you make of it? Fortunately, the treasury's looking quite healthy. We don't need to sell anything. The sudden interest of patricians in public property is quite suspicious. Perhaps we should call a council vote? Oh well, this is easy. Golden choice on A. We'll start putting tolls on. I mean, it's easy peasy. This will be enough money for us to pay back the loan later, right? Free money? Yeah, there you go. Everyone likes free money. Those yet to vote, vote in A, it's golden choice. I'll do a final countdown, 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. Yeah, I've noticed, Bonkle, you're always refusing the golden choice. If these roads and bridges can pay for themselves, then surely we don't need to sell them off. That's the logic. Unfortunately, the practice, it makes everyone extremely angry. Soon, nobles and peasants alike are calling for your head on a spike. Senki, goodbye! Might be back later, no worries. Everyone say goodbye to Senki in chat. Thank you very much for being with us today. And, please consider giving me a follow if you want to come back next week and get a notification. Bye-bye now, though. Bye-bye. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm glad you've enjoyed your time with us. And I hope to see you next week if I don't see you again later. And, well, we've reached our goal. There we go. 6:30, here we are. Oh dear, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Alright, where are we here? About your heir? Are we really at this point now? Your magic Cardosa has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough. We made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about the ninth god than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. I think I'll just make my youngest cousin my heir. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. That's it. That's where we're at. Meanwhile, in the south, Grandy Bonkle has invited their closest associates to their manor house for some wine and cheese and treason. The kingdom is at peace and everyone's looking for a new scandal to focus on. Not exactly the right climate to abduct a monarch. I could finally publish my memoirs, if you think that would cause enough of a distraction. No, I don't think that'll do it. We'll need... oh, thank you. Neko Cheetah, thank you for the follow. I didn't realise you weren't following yet. But I appreciate that. Wait. Oh, it's Jita Neko? Oh, okay, you got a second account? But thank you nonetheless. Angry pizza? What? Holy crap, that's a 10,000 bit reward? Jesus. Very nice. No, I don't think that'll do it. We need total chaos across the whole kingdom. You underestimate the impact of my memoirs. The Grandee's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Advisor's memoirs are not enough of a distraction, but good nonetheless, yeah. Sitting on a bench outside a Sunbleach villa, 2 patricians at KotC meet to plot their latest scheme. Christ-cursed Monarch is still refusing to sell us any public land. It makes sense. The treasury's flush with coin right now. Patience, my friend, let us bide our time until the Monarch's gold runs out. The patrician's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. In the east, Count Weldris III and the wizard Pestia are standing atop her grim windowless tower, swept by howling winds and lashed by rain. I notice the kingdom is still aswarm with bees. What happened to our agreement? Please, just give me a few more months. By blood of the dead, I won't let you down. You better not, unless you want leprosy. The Count's aim is to lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less. Now then, let's see. What we want is money to pay our loan, I'm afraid. I've been giving you all this extra cash. Now I need to recuperate some. I'm not looking forward to being a leper. It is what it is, my dude. You make a deal with Pestia, you have to pay the price. Grumble, grumble? Yeah, I know. Blood and stars. I've been robbed. My manor has been ransacked and my money stolen. Oh no, Morgrim, what happened? There have been more and more robberies in the east of late, Your Majesty. I suspect it's something to do with the Thieves' Guild that was established there recently. We need to hunt these thieves down, like the rats they are. Maybe we can even get my wealth back. Okay. You know what? We can afford it, can't we? To hunt them down. I'm not gonna pay out thievery insurance. I would hope that we do A or B. I'm gonna go to the bathroom quickly while you vote. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, we're going to hunt them all down. Fantastic. Bada bing, bada boom. You order a massive recruitment drive for Eastern Sheriffs and even hire adventurers to bolster the ranks. Such efforts quickly pay off. The leader of the Thieves' Guild is brought to you in chains. My money! Most pleasing. Time to face the noose, you cur. You don't understand. We didn't just appear in the East at random. We had financial backing from members of this very council. We were funded by... His sentence ends in a gurgle. A feathered arrow appears in his neck. The council erupts into chaos, but the culprit is never found. From that moment forward, what little trust had existed between the council members is broken. But at least the Eastern economy recovers once the Thieves' Guild is disbanded. There we go, it's all good. Our lovely Royal Ivy is flourishing, which is wonderful, but a few naysayers are concerned, which is ridiculous. The vegetation only swallowed a few villages, it's all perfectly fine. Wait, what? Okay. I'm gonna say... Yeah. Let's manage its growth, please. Let's just get it under control. We should be able to do that much. Vote C, please, to manage the growth. Oh lordy. Okay, anything but manage the growth. I understand. Weldris, you did CB there. So, Weldris, I'll wait for you for a moment to get in a proper vote. With no typo. There we go. Alright, it's a tie between A and B at the minute. That's 14 votes total. Final countdown, 3, 2, 1. Are you sure you didn't call for unity? I certainly did not. Let's offload it to Ashmead. Harvesting isn't easy, with the scent of the blooms causing euphoria then exhaustion, but the coal reduces the spread. Huge quantities of royal ivy are sold off to Ashmead as cheap animal feed, and the patricians are delighted by such an economic boost. Greetings, Bellona. I've had an idea. As you know, the people of the south are quite pious. As a member of the royal household, and an avid adherent to the church myself, I thought I might go back to my homeland in time and take the opportunity to preach in your favour. You mean make me some kind of saint, like my good grandmama? Not exactly, I mean unless they really start to like you, but support from the church can't be a bad thing, can it? Go forth and teach them to love me, my dear. Raise a knife, I'll make the preparations immediately. Word spreads fast that the Queen Consort is playing a tour of the south. Thousands flock to towns and villages where she plans to stop. Once she arrives, KotC gives a series of impassioned speeches to the locals, preaching at length about your good standing with the church. It strikes a chord. The Spymaster happily announces that your popularity is rising all across the region. Fantastic. We are good. We are so good right now. Yeah, we'll stay as we are. Hey, the expedition returns. Okay, here we go. It's an uncharacteristically brash mood. Your treasurer burst into the council chamber unannounced, right in the middle of session. Your Majesty, the expedition you sent to Char has finally returned. That's incredible. Indeed, it's clear from the tale it's a miracle they made it back at all. Though they have not brought us any great riches, the tale of their adventure is surely one for the ages. Bring them here so I may hear it. Oh no. Oh no, oh, it's still bugged. Okay, cool. Oof. Right. Here we go. We're going to have to boot back in. Sorry. Yeah, you still haven't done it. Yeah, I forgot entirely. Here we go, everyone. Jump on in, please. Rejoin. We got the bug. Damn. Sorry about that, everyone. Let's see. I want to wait a moment, make sure everyone can see they need to rejoin. How many votes was it we were having? Like 14 total? So there's a couple more of you. Whopper. Oh, sorry, you've already joined us a day. Rocker, Chaz, there we go. Right, was it really only Komori and Ephra for the patricians? I guess it was. Alright, let's carry on, let's start again. The expedition has returned. Wait, what? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh no, the bug, the bug, the bug. I can't get out. Oh no. Hold on. Shit, we're gonna have to redo it again. Hold on. Alright. We'll do it properly this time because of the lack of patricians. Right, sorry everyone. Rejoin again. Frothy's cursed? No, I'm not cursed. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. It's me getting carried away, getting too excited. Where have all the counts gone? Well, okay. I'm going to begin the game. There we go. Right, salutes in chat, everyone. The bug is gone. Oh, no worries. Join in again, Neko, welcome. Yeah, the bug crashed the game. I couldn't click anything. Oh dear. Blah, blah, blah. The returning heroes from Chur given a cold reception, unpopular decision, blah, blah, blah. But the travellers don't need your charity. They'll make a cosy living telling stories to any fool who will listen. There we go. So from Ashmead, your majesty, I'm afraid the Royal Ivy who sold them has overrun their villages, just as it threatened to do so in the coast. I've convinced them that it was not intentional, but relations remain tense. I suggest we send something else to soothe the situation. Alright, we can send a gift, or the patricians can. So here's everyone's stuff. If you're still... we've fallen out of the game twice, so you might not be in anymore. If you're trying to vote and you're not getting a vote, you might have to rejoin. The Pats are going to send something. Okay then. The patricians rushed to hire artisans to put together a lavish gift for the Ashmeadian court. Miniature palace complete with a beautiful crafted guards. The Emperor is delighted and sends a small gift in return, as well as a personally sealed letter as thanks to the craftspeople of the coast. Their work becomes the most sought after in the kingdom. As for the Royal Ivy, the source of all this tension, it's hard to keep under control, and coastal farmers must constantly battle to ensure it does not spread too far again. The battle is real. Your Majesty, help us. Conte Captain Chaz V has been bleeding as dry as Chaz only has 400 gold. Jesus. Not literally, I hope. No, I'm making use of a common idiom, your Madge. Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed my cows. It's true, your Majesty. Conte Captain Chaz V has been taxing their peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble. I see an underdog. I must side with him. It's been a hard year, Your Grace. I can barely have any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. As a matter of council consideration. I'm going to give you money. And Chaz, I think we're going to put you in the dungeon. It's that, or we have a tax collector take over duties in the east, which would also sort things out. Yeah, I'll do that, actually. Golden choice, C. Royal tax collector take over tax duties in the east. I think that's a happy compromise. Alright, we're good? I think we're good. We barely avoid another 6th. Yeah, just about. By blood of the dead, tax collection has been our duty since the days of old. Why should the rest of us be punished because of Conte Captain Chaz V's mistakes? The Royal tax collection proves to be diligent and efficient, but the counts are outraged at the implication they can't be trusted. Well, be trustworthy then. It's very simple. Easy, even. Alright, everyone's sort of stalled out. Counts probably aren't going to get farming down that much. I mean, what is it? We got 18, 26, so they've got to lose 12 farming. Good luck. Grandees want to lower stability to 4 or less. It's currently at 8. And patricians want a treasury of 1,500 or less. Yeah, that's... I mean, it might happen if we get the tax collection. Holy crap, are we about to see the 6th? The elderly Grandee Dorina, a cousin many times removed from Grandee Advisor the 6th, died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90, would you believe? Better end than most of us get. Indeed, Your Majesty. She stayed at home in the south most of the time, enjoying herself. But she could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrambling for her estate. Grandee Dorina was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. My late great-grandfather. Ephra the Second? By the knife, that's a pitiful claim. You know what? I quite like the idea of the peasants having it. Whether everyone else will like it, I don't know. Me choose me? Yes, I'm sure you would, yes. Oh Christ, we're going to give it to the peasants? What do you know? Alright, I think we see a winner. Southern and coastal nobles watch in outrage as peasants occupy the estate and move into the manor house. Using the late Grandee Doreda's money, the peasants set up a marketplace on her land. It turns out to be a huge success, with merchants flocking to the place in crowds. Ah. Your Majesty, dreadful tidings. Summer has been exceedingly hot this year and the citizens have been dying from the heat. The harvest will be poor, as you can imagine. Is there something I can do? Perhaps if your highness and the council are willing? Bonkel, what can we do? Midday siestas. Yeah, let's pay you for a nap. Everyone should have a nap. Vote C for nap time. I think I'll leave for supper. Oh, okay. No worries. See you next week, Weldris. Take care out there. Rumble? What? Oh, okay, yeah, because it is a bribe. Yes, I remember. You implement special measures in the south to account for the hostile climate. The peasantry are grateful, and in turn, so are the grandees. Though productivity dips, your benevolence is marked throughout the land. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My cousin and adopted daughter. The assembled nobles break out in polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir? What is her name? Bellona the Sixth. Most pleasing, Your Grace. I'm sure little Bellona the Sixth will grow up to be a chip off the old block. There we go. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Alright, we got one final auction probably, maybe. Let's see. Grandees are going to want to lower stability, they can do so with C, the prison. And the counts want to lower farming, they can do so with A, the deer park. I would like farming up though, so the patricians can go E, aqueduct, to boost their own farming. Trocker, goodbye, take care. There is nothing here of value, not much, is there? Everyone say goodbye to Trocker in chat. Thank you for being with us today. Have a good night. We'll start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect. Everything else will get a refund. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you got some time. I don't know. I was looking at chat. Sorry, I forgot. Boom, 10 seconds. Get in there. Okay, look at that. Stability down, farming up. Okay, can we do... Let's do the debt collection. Let's sort that out first. Greetings, Your Majesty. I'm here on behalf of Salvin and Gold to collect what we are owed. Delightful to see you. You owe us a grand total of 3,750 gold. Of course, good sir, here you go. A pleasure doing business with you. Honourable haunting. During a meeting with the Council of Nobles, a commotion erupts as the Lord Patrician Komori lets out a piercing scream. Ah! By sea and storm! Death's below, it's here, it's here! He faints away, falling to the ground with a crash. Oh, he'll be fine. What was he blabbering about? It sounds like he's been drinking. By the knife, I've been doing no such thing. I thought we'd be safe from it here, but lamentably. When we built that fortress on my land, some manner of spectre was disturbed, and it's making me its target. Why would a ghost care about you? Are we really entertaining this nonsense? I hear voices, Your Serene Highness, little pinpricks in the back of my mind. Just now I saw a horrid grey shape hanging over me, its face a rotting mass. Definitely drinking. I beg you, Your Esteemed Highness and gathered nobles, come to my aid. We must banish this wraith. Yeah, I would send the Inquisitors. But we can also research the land. What's the point of having a really strong church if we don't use it, you know? Oh wait, no! I would favour researching, wouldn't I? Sorry, I've gotten so flustered with the game bugging out. I should have done research the land. Oh, that's it. I've breached my roleplay. Not good. But there we go. Let's have a look then. Our Inquisitor sends a team of her most pious agents to investigate. They report back swiftly. There is a spirit hanging around the fortress, Your Majesty. A powerful one, with a strong connection to Komori. But my Inquisitors can handle anything. They stayed awake for 3 days performing a ritual with holy water, candles, and the whole area is cleansed. The Monarch was also flustered and reverted to, well, isn't this the entire reason we have an Inquisition? Yeah. In a way, you forbid that no research was done? I suppose, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, And Komori Kitsune sent you a knife gift as thanks. He's sleeping much better these days. Oh, that's good. More money. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the parent of the nation. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The peasants are thriving and well fed, and they think highly of you. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant, but even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win. I hate to say it because I don't like double dipping normally, but all that I've done so far, I've looked after the peasants, I've made nice with Ashmead. I'm going to become beloved by the common folk again. Wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting town criers to shout about your achievements to the masses. But first you need some actual achievements. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall farming as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Right, here we go. We're good with money as is. We don't really need to heavily tax anyone. We're not in debt anymore. Push for change, a plague of rats. Let's deal with the rats. KotC, Captain Chaz. Hey, Nekojita, thank you for subbing. Hey, I'm glad you've been enjoying it. You've been here a few weeks. Thank you very much. Hope to see you in all my future streams, and I hope you enjoy the paid emotes. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It all helps funding my gaming obsession and buying all these new games to play. Nice emote. Yes, the bold. It's definitely one of the funnier ones. Rats. Yes, rats are here. Captain Chaz V strides into the council chambers, distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail. The fields and barns of the east are overrun with vermin, and we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. Is it time to send out the cats? I don't think we can trust adventurers. The cats, maybe. No. So, one of them... Who is it? Somebody... It was you, Advisor. You've been graduated to the 6th. Yeah, Randy's need a new 5th. Alright, I think that's all of you. KotC, Captain Chaz V bows to you deeply. I can't thank you enough, Your Grace. You send a caravan of cats over to the east. By the time they reach their destination, they're both hungry and very angry. The perfect rat-catching mindset. Let's see what happens. Soon the rats are gone, and most of the households in the east have a very satisfied cat guarding their food. You hope kittens don't become a problem. No, kittens shouldn't be a problem, right? Oh! This is what happens when I reload the game as well. Cardosa has had, like, a personality change. After, well, not personality, appearance change. She's gotten a tan and grown her hair out. After a particularly long council session, Cardosa comes to find you in your chambers. Upon my honour, I don't know how you stand at talking. I like to talk as much as anyone, maybe more. But sometimes you have to stand up and take action. I know exactly what you mean. I was thinking, what if we did something to make things better? I've been writing to a monastery in the south. They're using a particular herb to treat wounds, but no one's doing it on a wide scale. If I had the equipment and reagents, we could do all kinds of research to help people. Ordinary people. Too, not just nobles with money for doctors. Yeah, we'd need to be careful for the budget, but we can do it. Praise be. Never fear. I'll talk to the treasurer within a week. Nay, the eve. She kisses you on the cheek before hurrying out to enact her plans. Fantastic. We got a doppelwife? Yeah. I know it... I mean, I think it does happen. Like, I don't think it saves, like, what the wife or spouse looks like. But here we go, everyone. Final ambition. Your Majesty, the common folk are swayed as easily as a dandelion in a gale. I'm confident we can make them adore you. This will be the biggest public relations campaign the kingdom has ever seen. You'll tour the kingdom giving speeches, Town criers will declaim your great deeds from every corner. Can't we do things to actually help people? The nobles would never accept it. You need to secure your hold on power, then you can pass whatever reforms you like. A few days later, the Chancellor is helping you prepare for your first big speech. The peasants demand my presence. They hustle you out onto your palace balcony, below which is a sea of expectant and unwatched faces gazing up at you. As you step out into view, they erupt with cheers. Hats are thrown in the air, someone faints with joy. Everywhere you've gone, you've met the same reception. The public like you. They really, really like you. But you need to turn that into love. 90%. Let us give the speech. Hey, as you launch into your speech, the peasants hang on to your every word. The crowd grows and grows. When you wrap up, the peasants are cheering so loud that you're nearly knocked over. Oh, well done, Your Majesty. That went brilliantly. I did it, Chancellor. You did. Now let's take this show on the road. Over the next few weeks, you travel all over the kingdom, delivering that same speech to packed venues. Everywhere you'll go, you're greeted by cheers and applause. Things are going wonderfully. The common folk of the coast even want to throw you a surprise banquet to celebrate your achievements. Oh, delightful! It's a sign that you're a true monarch of the people, Your Majesty. This has nothing to do with the nobles. It's all about ordinary folk. The salt of the earth. It might be, GG. Exactly as I wanted. I'm so glad, Your Majesty. 80%. This could be it. After a few weeks, GG, the councillor sidles into your office looking very pleased with themselves. We did it. We got it. We got the 6th as well. Bellona the 6th will take the throne. Your Majesty, the townsfolk of the coast are ready for you to visit. Will we get the X? I mean, I doubt it. I really doubt it. That would be a lot. Glory to the Monarch. Thank you. Thank you very much. Your Majesty, the townsfolk of the coast are ready for you to visit. Ah yes, for my surprise party. That's right, Your Majesty. Please keep up the pretense. You make your preparations to leave. Although it's meant to be a surprise, you may as well bring some essential luxuries. Your wife, Cardosa, steps up to the carriage and settles in beside you, giving you a kiss on the cheek. What an excellent day. This will truly be delightful, my dear. This is very nice, don't you think? Very nice indeed. I'm so glad you agree, Your Majesty. Little Bellona the 6th makes the Chancellor play increasingly undignified make-believe games on the journey. When you finally arrive in the coastal capital, everywhere, the people line the streets and hang out the windows, cheering your procession. Lord Patrician Hookalord stalks up to you and bows. His smile is very rigid. Greetings, Your August Majesty. How good to see you. Surprise? Oh, for me? The coastal labourers have decided they support the crown so much they'll put on a party in your honour. No new KotC after this one. No, I'm done. Like, I'll be honest, it's been nearly 5 hours. So my voice is getting knackered. What I'm going to do after this is I'm going to try and run Oblivion and see if I can get out of the sewer. And if the game crashes after the sewer, then I'll probably call it a night. They love me that much. It was a surprise for us all. Voices of praise follow you as you travel the banquet hall. Townsfolk throw flower petals in your path. Lord Patrician Hookalord's face is like thunder. When you enter the banquet hall, the national anthem strikes up and even more cheering rises. The hall is filled with coastal townsfolk but there are also common folk from all across the kingdom. In one corner, eastern peasants clap politely, looking dignified. The Chancellor looks stunned. I had no idea everyone got together for this. Let's party, everyone! The people roar in approval. You spend a week in the coast feasting and drinking and eating footlongs with the commoners. But you can't be on holiday forever. Eventually you return to the capital where the council is in session. The nobles are arguing again. By the 9th, we must have coin from the treasury. I found an ancient law stating that the south is entitled for funds for southern sporting activities. One day, those sporting activities will be funded, but not today. No, we need the gold for our businesses. The peasants aren't working hard enough, and we're losing momentum. You think back to the gathered peasants, tradespeople and merchants all cheering for you. So many of them cheering for you. Be quiet and let me make the decision. The nobles gasp and mutter amongst themselves. Hear one of them saying something nervously about the commoners. Indeed, Your Esteemed Highness, of course. Even over a single day it becomes clear that the nobles are running scared. You have so much support from the ordinary people across the kingdom that the nobles have realised just how outnumbered they really are. Your council sessions become smooth, quiet and efficient as you sweep through any objections. The kingdom grows truly harmonious. Holy crap. Golden age, here we are. Even your crown feels lighter on your head when you put it on each morning. Your reign stretches out in front of you, full of hope and ready for a bright future. GG, everyone. Alright, here we go. We got Bellona the 6th. Kid Thunder, I'm sorry, we just finished. We'll be playing again next Sunday. But I'm afraid we're done for the day with King of the Castle. Terribly sorry. Let's do a new poll for our next inheritance. So next week, Bellona the 6th will be what? Sympathetic? Or a librarian? I'm going to start the poll. There you go. You can vote in chat now. That's fine. Sorry, buddy. Let me put the sign down while you guys vote, and I'll read the book. The attempt to woo Pestia to the Eastern cause was doomed to failure. The wizard retreated once more from politics, but not before afflicting Count Weldris III with explosive hemorrhoids. All that remained of the Grandee's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner, deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumour. The patricians' attempt to buy the kingdom ended in failure, bankruptcies were filed, marks were scratched in secret ledgers. The risk-reward calculus wasn't favourable, perhaps next time. It's nice to be loved, especially when you're loved by an entire kingdom. Monarch Bellona V rode a surge of public adoration for another 15 years of carousing, feasting and popular reform, which were promptly undone after their passing, but the peasants thought it was nice while it lasted. Bellona V, the Lawgiver. Married to KotC of the South, succeeded by Queen Bellona VI. Whopper still has the most money, Bonkle's the poorest today. And oh my god, Queen Bellona VI. Looking pasty and tired. But got a good look. That's the uniform I wear for my own Monarch design. Oh dear, let's see. It looks like she's going to be a librarian. Goodbye, Ephra. Everyone say goodbye to Ephra in chat. See you next week, buddy. Or see you tomorrow for some Against the Storm. And Annette, goodbye to Annette as well. Thank you for being here. Hope you've had fun. Hope to see you again. Take care now. Bye-bye, bye-bye.